And we welcome you courtside here to the Pierce Sports Center, San Bernardino, California. Our fourth and final match here on June 18th on our fourth NVA weekend of the 2022 season. And it is the Inland Empire Matadors taking on the Colorado Kraken. Two teams that are, well, with a win today, still alive in the postseason. But if the Inland Empire Matadors are defeated today, well, it's going to take a lot for them to still be in the equation. I'm Ira Thor. He's Coach Matt Prosser. He's 5-1 now at the helm of the OC Stunners, and he will rejoin us here in the broadcast booth after the Stunners with an impressive victory over the Dallas Tornadoes. We turn our attention to these two teams. The Matadors come in with a record of 1-5 on the year. They've lost their last two. Their only win on the season came in a 5-sitter against the Chicago Untouchables back on May 8th. Of course, this is the home facility for the Inland Empire Matadors. They are in third place in the American Coastal Division. The Colorado Kraken 2-4 on the year. They were 2-2, 500 at the, after two events, and they've now dropped matches to the Stunners and the Ramblers. No shame in that, as they have lost two of the better teams in the league, including the Ramblers in 5, a match they led 2-1 their last time out on May 30th. So this is the first action of the weekend for both teams.
Well, it should be a very exciting game, Ira. I think these two teams are going to be pretty evenly matched up today, and I know that the Matadors are well aware of the playoff implications and the situation that is at hand for them, so they understand how important this match is if they want to keep their playoff hopes intact and alive here on this lovely Saturday evening from San Bernardino, California.
Taking a look at the lineups out there on the court. Let's take a look first at the Colorado Kraken in their, well, that's their lava uniforms, as I like to call them. As we'll see Liam Jenkinson, number 5 out there, joined on the court by number 20, Matthew Gaynor, as he has had a tremendous year. We do see one change here. The debut of number 17 outside hitter Christian Encarnacion, he making his debut for the Kraken. Rowdy Martin in the blue hair, can't miss him from anywhere in the world.
Can't miss Rowdy, nope.
Can't miss him. He's number 2. He will set for the Kraken. He will serve first. Number 24, Kyle Schwetz, one of the middles. Libero is J.J. Rosa, the reliable, experienced libero for Colorado. And, of course, keep an eye out for Hidalgo. Alvaro Hidalgo has been absolutely sensational this year. The number 19 for the Kraken. Meanwhile, for the Inland Empire Matadors, Jacob Vanderbeek wearing number 17. Ben Gabor is number 18 out there as well. Number 8 is Jordan Wally. Number 20 is Eric Beatty. And doing the setting here is Victor Vasquez Lopez, number 3. He will serve away for the Matadors. Eric Valiz is libero for the team in gold and maroon. Underway here. Nick England has this match off. Noah Chast with us for sideline duties. And the Kraken are into the net. The Matadors with the early 2-1 lead. This is an important match, not just for both of these teams trying to bid for the postseason, but it's an important matchup for me and Nick England. In our pregame show today, I picked the Matadors in the upset. Nick went for the team in better playoff position. That is the Kraken. They've been hot of late, even in defeat. And this will determine which one of us is in first place. We're both 21-7 on the year in our pregame show. Back set to Vanderbeek. That one will not find the way over.
No surprise at all, Ira. couple of runs for each team so far in this early action of set number 1. Kraken's gone on a little run here. Matadors went on a run their first couple of attempts, but there's 2 back-to-back hitting errors from Vanderbeek.
Vanderbeek not only too long, takes out one of our Mikasa backboards. So a little extra work there for Kyle Schwetz, the 6'4" Carroll Stream, Illinois product. Free ball that's poked free by Gaynor. Beatty swinging away, no touch, side out Colorado. And that's too long. Missed the action today, and there's been some good ones. As Team Freedom became the first team ever to go to 7-0 as they beat the LA Blaze in 4 sets. Las Vegas Ramblers, he knocked off the Chicago Untouchables twice, going to extra points, 29-27, 27-25, and that's a big shutdown by number 17, Jacob Vanderbeek, and Brett Massetti, the reliable 6'5" middle from Beaumont, California, number 2. As Ben Gabor, the other middle for the Matadors, serving away. And that one will find the back line, kill for Colorado. Third match today was the one that just concluded. A little bit over 2 hours of action. The OC Stunners able to outlast the Dallas Tornadoes. Again, 2 sets there, went to extra, including 28-26 in the third. Felix Chapman, in his final 2 sets of action, had 17 kills and just 2 errors. Finished the day with 27 kills, second highest total of his career, second highest total in the NVA this season. The only number more was Felix Chapman, 36 kills in 5 sets earlier this year against Southern Exposure. So he continues to put up huge numbers, but not necessarily leading to victory.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for the Tornadoes, he didn't get much support from his teammates. Not a lot of other opportunities or players to set for them these last few matches, as their roster's been a little thin.
Big time dig for Rosal to Vanderbeek attack. Vanderbeek's there for the pass. They go to Beatty, but he left it short. And of course, for the Stunners, you don't need somebody with 27 kills when you have 4 players in double figures in Matt Hilling and Joey Jarvis. Jair Santiago with some highlight plays. And Nick West was just dirty. Back to Beatty, and he's able to slip it past Rowdy. 7-6, the Kraken on top. So here is Beatty, the former Stanford Cardinal.
Nice
that
help.
Is blocked back. Well done by Massetti. Free balled over. Massetti's right there for it. And that's going to fall in. Useful spot for Jordan Wally. 6'3" outside from Yucaipa, California. Yucaipa, California. As I have mispronounced every California name the first time I've said it.
You certainly do.
It is not La Jolla. Get a La Jolla of yourself. Now that is long and wide. Hidalgo tool in the block. I said it on a collegiate broadcast with NJT and UC San Diego. ESPN. La Jolla, I got tweeted at. We
Massetti with a nice back one, but good deflection and a dig by the Kraken. Sent over. Beatty with a good pass. It's time
Look
to
at
Wally.
Swinging away. Oh, the first chance we've seen from Canarcion, and brought back by Veliz. Rowdy Martin swinging away, and he gets the back corner. Great effort from both teams, and my God, the Matadors, they can't just get a break.
Yeah, that was a nice heads-up play by Rowdy Martin, the setter for the Kraken, going over on 2, catching the Matadors, getting their block and defense back in time after that off-court pursuit of that ball.
Vanderbeek swinging, but right at Jenkinson. Hidalgo going head hunting. And Matt Gaynor, 6'7" middle out of Chicago. Serving, free ball opportunity, and Hidalgo just puts it in the middle of the court.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy overpass to handle.
And the Matadors find themselves in a 4-point hole. 11-7, game 1, back for more in a moment here from the Pierce Sports Center. Back here courtside after the timeout. And we'll see if the Matadors are able to kind of snuff out this Kraken fire. Brett Massetti swinging for the first time, drawing the Kraken into the net. That's going to be Brett's first kill, and he'll drop back and serve. Father's Day weekend 2022 is tomorrow. Brett has 4 children. I think they're all within a 9-year span. 7 or 9 years, I forget the number of years, but short span. He's got his hands full. I think it's all girls too.
Wow.
So
talk about a
hashtag girl dad.
Girl dad right there, yeah.
He and I've talked a few times. I'm pretty sure all 4 of his kids are little girls, and well,
a lot of pink in that house.
I hope his hair is not as gray as mine is. I only have 2 daughters. That is stuffed down. Jenkinson teaming with Kyle Schwetz. I got 3 kids, 2 are girls, and keep me on my toes. Matt's got 2 kids of his own, so a lot of dad action here at the Pierce Sports Center. J.J. Rosa able to collect that one. Hidalgo swinging away. I don't think that ever went over. And our official for this one, our R2, Stephen Shepard. He concurs. Patrick Bradley is the official in the upward chair position, R1.
Well, the Matadors better find something here. They're already facing a pretty big deficit, down by 4, and we're not even halfway through the first set now. They got to find their path here and come together as a group.
Too long. Here's Hidalgo. And he nails the back line. Ace Colorado.
Hidalgo really proving that he can be a reliable outside hitter for the Kraken. Got a live arm, good server, solid passing formation for him. Done a nice job for the squad since he joined them.
Wally with the pass and allows Gabor to do his thing. Great pass by Jordan Wally.
Ben Gabor making some noise through the middle. Very unassuming by appearance. You wouldn't think he's a middle blocker if you saw him on the street, but effective for the Matadors for sure.
The pass by Hidalgo. Back set here. Jenkinson, no, indeed. Beatty shutting the window.
Jenkinson going with the right shot in that situation, just didn't execute it, especially not when you've got the 6'8" Beatty right in front of you.
Off the tape. Little bit tight, and wow, working a lot with a little. Christian Encarnacion, San Juan, Puerto Rico native.
That was a tight set, but I don't understand why Vanderbeek didn't put his hands up at least as the front row blocker. Probably would have deflected it a little bit.
I think he would have shut that down completely. Vanderbeek trying for redemption. That one was actually gonna be preserved. What a play. And then put right back down by the Matadors. Feliz with the dig. What a sequence here, finished off by a Beatty blast.
What an effort by the Kraken. That was one of the longest pursuits I've seen here in the NVA all season long. Almost over by the Matador bench. Hidalgo got on his horse. Encarnacion brought it back. Good play by the Kraken.
Lost in that was Kyle Schwetz. Took one, I think, off the noggin or at least off the upper torso.
Pretty close.
And was able to stay composed. And that is shut down. Reach out and stuff someone. Brett Massetti. 15-13, the Matadors right back in this one. And Gabor will serve. Off the high hands. Gabor gonna give it to Vanderbeek. Oh, with a crafty roll shot. And ever since that timeout, the Matadors have come out with a little bit more urgency. And now they're within one. This is a team that's got the talent, just haven't been able to put things together. Vanderbeek is there, right back to Massetti for the kill.
You know, you can tell Matadors really feeding off the energy as they run a lot of action through the middle of the court, scoring points and also stopping the Kraken offense with a couple of blocks as well.
15 apiece, game one here at the Pierce. And there's an answer for Matt Gaynor, who's been a very useful middle this year. Again, not as, doesn't have the size of a Nick West or any of the front line that New Jersey can put up at times, but Gaynor certainly has been an imposing player. Oh, do we have a out of rotation service violation against the Matadors? We do. That is what is called by Stephen Shepard. That is a
overlap
gift.
There. After all that fight back, they give a free point right back to the Kraken.
So you cannot make that mistake at this level. Oh, Beatty got it back with authority, smashing the kill off the block, out the back door. So this will give Vanderbeek a chance to draw the Matadors closer. 18-16 here in this opening set. Roll shot, and that is a back row violation, 10-foot line on Colorado. So another unforced error for Jonathan Dacklison's club. We were hoping to speak to Jonathan before this match started, but there was so minimal time in between the conclusion of match number 3 and match number 4 today that Unfortunately, we couldn't allow Noah to do his thing. Maybe we'll have an in-match interview. That would be kind of cool. Free ball. Beatty. Actually, I take that back. It was Massetti swinging away there. And this will be a free ball for Colorado. Massetti, he's there. They give it to Vander Beek. Oh, he left it short. Brett wanted that one back badly, too.
Always a fan of setting your front row players, especially on the counterattack. Ira, not relying on back row hitters. They have just more variables involved in that back row attack, especially in transition.
Especially considering that Massetti's been a hot hand. And Beatty as well, and he shows just why. So Beatty will serve 1-point game here in the opening set. Final match of the day here in San Bernardino. Too long. No, I haven't stepped outside this facility since we walked in the door at 7:15 or so this morning.
Almost 12 hours ago?
I think I was late. I think it was like 7:17. Nick was mad at me.
Nick's always mad at you when you're late.
He is. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Victor Vasquez Lopez pulling the ollie.
Is that what we're calling the setter dump now?
We are calling a setter dump the ollie. We have named it after Nick England's dog.
And that dog has its own Instagram page.
It does. I mean, this is a Showtime dog right here. And that's a kill for Hidalgo off of the block. If you would like to follow Ollie on Instagram, first of all, I mean, what are you waiting for? Why have you not followed Sir Ollie England yet? But we will give you that Instagram handle in just a moment. After conclusion of this play, they go to Wally, and that's going to carry him off of the ceiling for a kill. So this is easy to remember. If you would like to follow the dog of the NVA, the official canine of professional men's volleyball, the handle is at Sir Oliver England on Instagram. If you don't follow him, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you just went there, Ira.
I had to, I had no choice. And Belize can't bring that one back. Side out, Colorado. And the Kraken have now opened up a 2-point lead again, 22-20. And right now, Ollie has 53 followers.
It's about to be 54. I'm on my way.
He's following only 11. One of them, unfortunately, is Nick, because, you know, if the dog wasn't following Nick, then we'd
Is that with two L's or one?
It is with this Oliver.
Oliver, thank
Oliver, yes. However, you know what? Ollie is not following me, so he's got 24 hours to get his paws in action, or I'm going to unfollow. Hidalgo, big blast from the back row as he slipped over the 10-foot line, and Hidalgo is very slow to get up here.
Uh-oh.
And I wish we had a replay to take a look at this one, but looks like he may have landed maybe on somebody's ankle. And Hidalgo, he's trying to walk this off. If Alvaro Hidalgo cannot continue, that is a consequential loss here for Colorado. They do have Raul Patel, who's proven to be capable, but Hidalgo's at a different level in terms of productivity. We're going to take a break. We're going to allow this injury timeout to be addressed and see if Hidalgo's able to continue. Back for more here, NVA USA in San Bernardino. Back here courtside, and they do indeed, Colorado, make a substitution. Raul Patel, a Pleasanton, California native, but 5'11". He was discovered in an open gym, did not play collegiately. He has perfected his craft and has tried out and made this Kraken team, and he's proven capable. Ping pong, this will be sent over. Another chance here for the Matadors. That's blocked back. Had to be saved for Colorado. And another free ball chance. Will the Matadors capitalize here? Back to Beatty. Difficult angle. Oh, and he nails it.
What a shot from Beatty right there. Standing cut shot, almost behind the official's ladder. Finds the open floor for the point.
Drops it a foot and a half off the net in the 4 spot. That's just ridiculous. Complete cross court for Beatty. Put that on his highlight reel. Gabor to serve. Within 1 are the Matadors. They go to Vanderbeek, and he gets shut down. Encarnacion, the monster rejection. And now the Colorado Kraken have a pair of set points. Here is Liam Jenkinson. Beatty gets blocked. And game number 1 belongs to the Colorado Kraken. The Matadors had multiple opportunities, but just weren't able to find the solutions there. Will game 2 be theirs? Find out when we return in just a moment. Back here courtside, San Bernardino, Ira Thor, Matt Prosser, Noah Chast is toiling alongside. We will hear from him at some point soon with some imperative information, perhaps how the Inland Empire Matadors cannot allow golden opportunities to slip away like they did in game number 1. This is a must-win today if you are a Matador fan. This is their home facility, so they're running out of chances here. If they lose today, they will fall 2 games behind the Kraken with 2 matches to go for the final playoff spot. Of course, the Southern Exposure is still hanging around as well. I mean, they win today. It gets really, really interesting in the final 2 to 3 matches of the season. And there is Vanderbeek putting it down. By the way, the intrepid reporting of Noah Chast in a moment is going to get us an injury update as he is speaking to the man himself, Alvaro Hidalgo, on the sideline to get us an update. Hidalgo is jumping up and down on the sideline, looking like he's trying to loosen up his ankle. Don't know the exact injury, but it came on that big attempt where he, I think, collided with his middle and went over the center line and certainly was walking around gingerly after that. Couldn't complete the first set. And that is left short, side out, Matadors. That set by Rowdy Martin behind the antenna kind of entrapped Liam Jenkinson. So a serve here for Jordan Wally. Laying out for that one, J.J. Rosa Patel with the initial dig. And that cannot be saved. The bad first touch by the Matadors, and the Kraken capitalized, side out Patel to serve. Gabor, that's collected off of the net, a little bit behind Jenkinson, and he'll have to dump it over. They'll go to Beatty. And he misfires. He was their top option in game number 1, had 6 kills in 13 swings. Nobody's been more productive than he. Jacob Vanderbeek is struggling right now, just 1 kill in 8 tries. Patel, your server. Might go over on 1, and that caused a back row attack violation on the Matadors, and a 4-3 lead here early on for Colorado.
And Ira, I'll join you now to give you an update on Alvaro Hidalgo. He confirmed what we all saw. He rolled his ankle, and he says he's in a little bit of pain, but he wants to be back out there and just waiting for his coach to have the faith that he is healthy enough.
If he's only in a little bit of pain after that, my God, is he tough.
Certainly he may be, downplaying it a bit because he wants to be out there and the adrenaline's pumping, but he tells me just a little bit of pain.
Well, the Kraken have a real tough match tomorrow as they will take on the unbeaten New Jersey Freedom. Potentially a trap match for New Jersey.
Perhaps, yeah.
After, I mean, the LA Blaze today could not beat a very short-handed New Jersey side that is missing 3, maybe 4 of its starters, depending on which lineup they go with, and still were able to win over a very athletic Blaze team in 4. So was that the match that they were concentrating on and overlooking this Colorado side? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. That's our early match. or one of our early matches. That's our noon match tomorrow, I should say. As that is slugged down the line by Patel, but wide. And this allows the Matadors to side out, now up 6-4. I think every athlete, unless they're seriously hurt, will downplay the injury because, you know, everybody wants to play. That is blocked down, collected off the net. We have had a change here, by the way, for the Matadors, as they have brought out 6'10" middle Noah Lissandro out of Concordia Irvine, and a Reading, PA native. Can't miss him. He's the biggest presence on the court for both sides. Number 13.
13 in red, dark red that is, maroon. A lot of red on this court right now.
Matadors usually do well when they see red. Beatty's blocked back. Belize is going to Vanderbeek. Patel lays out for it. And Rowdy has to swing away, and he loves to get involved offensively.
Yes, he certainly does. One of the most offensively minded setters in the NVA is Rowdy Martin for Colorado Kraken. We've seen it since his first event, which was, I think, event number 2. Ira, if I'm not mistaken. He's been doing a good job for them.
A nice addition to the lineup. I believe this is the debut, as far as I can remember at least, for the Matadors, for Lissandro. Nice pass by Beatty. They go right back to Eric, and he tools the block. Such a useful headsy player. Matadors 7-6. They will hand it to Vanderbeek. Jenkinson, I take that back, correction. They've made a substitution here in the middle. That's Dylan Haskell back out there. And he gets involved offensively for the first time. He's out there in place of, I believe, Kyle Schwetz. And the first chance to swing here. And you see the outcome for Noah Lissandro. We have not had Noah interview this Noah yet this year.
We have had one Noah on Noah interview. Me, myself, and Noah Ricchetti. Actually, a couple times we've talked to him. But we need more Noah out there, definitely.
More Noah. You Noah. By the way, if you'd like to follow Noah on Instagram, his handle, of course, is I Don't Noah. Something like that. I think I got that.
That is correct. I Don't Noah.
Very, very creative there. I like what you did. Good plan in your name. That's so Penn State of you.
You know, I actually chose that username because a really close friend of mine, his dad, every time I'd see him, he would go, "What's up, I Don't Noah?" And I don't know about that block, but the Kraken certainly do.
Haskell teaming up with Rowdy Martin, and of course, you know, finding a way to get involved now. Christian Encarnacion, who's had a great effort so far here for Colorado, getting involved, and he leaves this one short. That is run down by Wally, and then Vanderbeek tooling the block. And we'll get a look here at the first time of Noah Lissandro, your server. Little bit tight. Martin tries to tip it. They go back row. No, that's left short for Beatty, who has to dump it. Martin turns again to swing. you have to keep an eye on him at any given moment.
Yeah.
He is set to wreak havoc.
Yeah, certainly. Every single time he's close to the net, your blockers have to have their hands up and know and communicate also that he's going to be offensively minded to try to score the point.
Got to talk about when your setter's a front row attacker, and when he is, look for him to get involved. Too long for the Kraken. 11-9 Matadors. They trail 1-0. Here is the setter for the Matadors, Victor Vasquez. Leaving for for Schwetz, who's out there. So out of the match is Matt Gaynor. Schwetz remains at the middle, and there's Jordan Wally getting involved. Dumped over here for Colorado. Belize goes to Vanderbeek. And Rowdy Martin, just watch out, because there's no setter in the NVA who can do that. He is a heat-seeking missile of destruction. And he will serve for the Kraken. That was a misfire in that missile. You see Jordan Wally, number 8 for the Matadors. Martin misfire there. This time, benefiting Encarnacion. This is coming our way. Rowdy Martin runs it down before running through the wall, but the Kraken cannot extend the play. Got to appreciate the effort from Rowdy. And got to be impressed not only with the effort from Rowdy Martin, but with the flexibility there from Noah Chest, who got out of his chair courtside and avoided being taken out.
It's all about the players, Ira. I can't have someone getting hurt on my doing, you know?
I don't think the players would have gotten hurt there. We would have been -1 sideline, Guru. That one off of the steal and changes direction, and a friendly bounce right into the wheelhouse of J.J. Rosa. But no more friends, because my goodness, Beatty is heating up now for the Matadors as they push the lead to 5.
Beatty has got a very live arm, and when he gets on it, he can get on it quick and extremely hard.
And an ace! Jordan Wally takes us to a technical timeout. The Matadors in control of set number 2. More to come here for the Pierce Sports Center. Stay with us.
Matadors out to a 6-point advantage now after our technical timeout.
Martin leaves it for guess who? Alvaro Hidalgo, who has had just enough rest to return, but the rest wasn't enough to prevent him from being blocked, and that is another point for the Matadors at 17-10. And another race, Jordan Wally heating up. So the Matadors well on their way to tying this at 1 set apiece. Again, both teams playing for the first time this weekend. That could be 3 in a row unless Martin can get there. He does. Sent over by Hidalgo. Vanderbeek. Rose is ready for it. And that is left short by Encarnacion. And the Kraken have dried up here. 19-10. Again, first match of the weekend for both teams. Tomorrow the Kraken, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, will take on the 7-0 New Jersey Freedom. The Matadors, they will take on the LA Blaze. That is sent down on one. Eric Beatty making the Cardinal proud. Can't believe Stanford thought it was a good idea for men to cut men's volleyball.
Yeah, right.
What were they thinking?
I don't know what they were thinking, but at least they got their senses back to them and decided to keep it. Yeah, Stanford had quite a year last year.
Great traditions in D1. And that's not going to make it over. Miscommunication, first one we've really seen in this set for the Matadors. But I have gotten word that New Jersey Freedom is not concerned about a potential trap match tomorrow. In fact, my statement that that could even be feasible has aroused a slew of text messages. And breaking news, New Jersey is watching this match live from the team hotel here in San Bernardino. They're all in one room, and I don't know how that's possible considering how much food that Joe Norman eats in one day. You'd figure he's gonna just, take up an entire desk with his sandwiches. He eats like 72,000 calories a day. I mean, he's 6'11", 6'10". Gotta power that train.
Well, let's just hope they all showered.
What'd you say?
Let's hope they all showered after the match.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I mean, everybody except for Carlo. Carlo Edra, head coach, is the one who's now sending me this intel that they are preparing for this match. Quote, preparation is key. We are not looking past them. We are watching their match as we speak. That's why Carlo Edra is one of the best in the business at this level, coaching-wise. Eric Beatty with the swing. And just gonna be another free ball opportunity. Passing right now is preventing Colorado from getting on a roll, and Jacob Vanderbeek, Thor drops the hammer.
Vanderbeek coming alive from the right side there. He can be very dangerous. He's been rather quiet though for the Matadors through nearly 2 sets. So that's a promising sign for Inland Empire.
Here's Rowdy Martin. Oh, a misconnection there with Kyle Schwetz. And the Inland Empire Matadors have 13 set points. That is left short, but the Kraken are looking at their worst set result potentially as members of the NVA. The first set they ever played was against the Stingers on April 8th. They lost 25-13. They're trying to at least match that here. Set point number 2. That is shut down. It's gonna come over, and then Eric Beatty says no mas. Free ball city, and it wasn't pretty. And the Inland Empire Matadors with a decisive game 2, 25-12, And we are all square, one set apiece. Lot more volleyball coming up here at the Pierce Sports Center in San Bernardino. Stay with us. Game 3 coming up next. Back here courtside in San Bernardino, final match on day number 2 of our 4th regular season weekend of the year. I'm Ira Thor, he's Matt Prosser.
Hi, Ira.
Hey, Matt, how are you? You're 7 inches taller than me. Have you always been like that?
Yep.
Oh, man. And I'm 7 inches taller than Carlo Edra, the head coach of New Jersey Freedom. So that means there's 14 inches in difference between Matt and Carlo as we are underway here in game number 3. It begins with a tip. Back after Matt Gaynor didn't play in game 2. Oh, and there we go. Victor Vasquez with the ollie. The setter dump.
Well, that was a very convincing set 2 victory for the Matadors, 25-12, and off to a hot start, and also really exuberant with their post-point scoring celebration, as we can see carrying over from set 2 as well.
Momentum swinging in the way of the Matadors. They need to win today if they'd like to be a factor in the postseason. A loss for Colorado. They're still very much in the conversation. Of course, they'd like to be able to control their own destiny. Who wouldn't? And Alvaro Hidalgo, there's no way he could be at 100%, but as he leaves that one short. But 80% of Alvaro Hidalgo is better than 100% of a lot of other players.
Well, I know that Hidalgo can still hit the ball over the net. You know, the ankle is probably a little sore, but that really shouldn't affect your shoulder or your arm. So, gotta figure out how to get the ball in play.
Jordan Wally, that clips the tape. They go to Gaynor, and that did not find the court as the ball trickles into our table. Take a look at the numbers in that second set, and I'm just going to be frank here, they're not pretty. Kraken hit 23% as a team, 7 kills, 6 unforced errors, plus 3 blocks. Not significantly better for the Matadors, 35% as a team, but they only had 1 unforced attack error, 9 kills in 26 attempts. So at least they're not inflicting self-harm. Pass off the mark. Vanderbeek there to clean it up. Eric Beatty. And a joust. Oh, that's just power from Haskell, but he was over the net. It looked good, but it doesn't count. And he can't believe it. And a big break for the Matadors, up 4-2. That comes over on one at the dig by Gabor. Miscommunication, so we have a broken play. Gabor is there. They go to Vanderbeek. Oh, Rosa lays out and does a somersault. And then Patel, a useful spot along the back line.
Yeah, great spot by Patel, hitting that ball deep into the court. Scoring that point on the counterattack for the Kraken.
By the way, we talked about New Jersey. Watching this match back at a hotel, Coach Carlo Edger just sent me a photo. How many Freedom can you fit in one room to watch a live broadcast? Well, the answer right now is 5 of the 7 are there as Vanderbeek split
Where are the other
block.
2?
I mean, they're probably at the buffet. I see Jake Milanzik. Joe Norman's there. Joe Norman's not currently eating, though. So that's some news. Matt Buffum is there. Tom Burrell, who easily could have been our man of the match today if it wasn't for Matt Buffum stealing his thunder. Oh, Matt Elias is there. Eric Beatty is here, and he is stuffing Rowdy Martin back to size. Here's Patel swinging away. Welcome to Rejection City. Vasquez teaming up with Alessandro. And the Matadors have figured things out. It's 7-3. Yeah, Carlo, where's the rest of the team? You only got 5 players in a photo. You have at least 7 here this weekend. I demand a redo. That's coming our way. Saved by Thor. And a side-out kill for Colorado. How do you like those reflexes?
That was
not bad for an old man, right?
On point. Considering you got here 12 hours ago, still fresh.
I haven't had a cup of coffee in at least 9. What time was that? About 9:30 this morning? No. Well, I spent the first 2 sets since I wasn't broadcasting match number 1 on the Freedom bench, you know,
Right.
I am an honorary member of the team, being that
Admiring
I'm
Coach
from New
Edra's
Jersey.
footwear selection.
I mean, he has some pretty fancy footwear.
I like the dad socks he was wearing personally.
Carlo has 2 children, so I'm sure they helped dress him. Yeah, but actually I got a pretty cool perspective sitting there courtside. Don't really at the table get to see just the true velocity of the ball, as that one won't go over side out for Colorado. But not only did I get to really kind of experience it, what it's like to be on a pro bench, got to actually watch Carlo Edra do his thing, literally coaching every single play. There's some coaches in the league who will sit there and don't really hear from them too much. But Carlo is he's a 2-time coach of the year. 2-time coach of the year in the New Jersey Athletic Conference back in the Garden State. And he has perfected his craft. And
Carlo Edra does work hard on the sidelines. I noticed that too, for sure. And setting up for a nice match tomorrow for his squad, and then also a few more matches heading into the final event before playoffs, event 5 in a few weeks.
And that is a triple stuff. Matadors are really rolling right now. Wally, Vasquez, Gabor. 10-5. Looking for win number 2. They are trying to snap a 2-match losing streak. Tipped. And Vasquez tries to dump it, and he wants that one back.
Whoa, nice dig.
JJ Rosa able to save that one for a second, but that cannot be preserved by Colorado. I got to give JJ credit. That was not an easy play. That one caromed off of the ceiling, but the Kraken right now just cannot get a break, and Jonathan Dackelson going to talk this one over. Timeout on the court. Back for more in a moment here at the Pierce Sports Center. We're back here courtside. So much going on behind the scenes that we just can't explain, but
just trying
while
to make
you were
the
away,
viewers happy.
Service error by the Matadors. Didn't really miss much. Vanderbeek, read by Rosa. Patel, I think that one was going to go out, but Beatty had the play, wasn't sure. Vanderbeek with the roll. One-handed set by Rowdy Martin. Backside Jordan Wally. And that will draw Patel into the net. He tried to plead his innocence, and then he realized that he was facing 5 to 10 years if he didn't come clean. I'm just kidding, Your Honor. Guilty as charged. I'll never do it again. Wally left that one just a bit short. Side out Colorado, down 4 with work to do. And Matt Gaynor will serve. Jacob Vanderbeek comes through again. There is Liam Jenkinson.
Jenkinson has quietly had a pretty good match for the Kraken. Doing a good job with that left-hand whip from the right side.
And that, another side out for Colorado as they draw closer. Vanderbeek into open spot as he splits Jenkinson and Encarnacion. And Vanderbeek retrieves the ball from the NVA USA merchandise stand. If you'd like some tremendous NVA USA gear, visit the Ace store. Jacob Vanderbeek picking up another. NVAUSA.com. Click on the store and you can purchase your own gear of any of the 12 teams in the league you'd like to support, or the league as a whole. You never know when that gear will become a talking point.
Just get one from every team.
I mean, you could. I mean, why not? Stock it up. That's, you know, at least 12 days of clothing.
Yeah.
Don't have to wash for almost 2 weeks.
Exactly.
We likes to do laundry.
And you got lots of stuff to talk about, too.
I mean, sometimes, you know, I was wearing a white and pink Southern Exposure shirt, enjoying lunch last Friday as I had a day off on the Jersey Shore, Bradley Beach, New Jersey, and a random fan stopped and wanted to talk to me about Southern Exposure, and I told him how fun they are to watch. And Jeff from Ocean Grove, I doubt he's watching this match because he's now a Southern Exposure fan, but you never know when you're gonna find somebody randomly you didn't know about pro men's volleyball in the country and now suddenly is interested. And that's another one for Beatty as he continues to make his case for man of the match, and the Matadors pull forward now 16-12. Every time Colorado's gotten within 2 or 3, Matadors have gotten a timely side out. Here's Beatty to serve. Big serve from Beatty. Martin cannot save it. Ace for Eric.
Well, since the end of set number 1, the Matadors have really gained some momentum and a little sense of urgency as well. They've turned the tables on the Kraken. They've won set number 2 and now a 5-point advantage here in pretty key moments of set number 3.
And Encarnacion, that is off the mark. And second time, Encarnacion gets in on the action. He has been inconsistent at best today, but when he's on, he certainly shows he's capable of contributing. Wally, that's blocked back. Feliz is there. And then Vasquez, that's a 10-foot line violation.
Setter set the ball in front of the 10-foot line, and you have the setter Sorry, libero set that ball in front of the 10-foot line, and then the setter attacking on 2. And it's considered a back row attack thanks to the libero rule.
That's one I quite often forget about. Vasquez with the joust, somehow kept alive by Colorado. Back set, Vanderbeek. Patel, that will be brought back by Encarnacion, who avoids trouble, and then wow, what a point for Colorado. Staying with it. Patel finishes it off into open space. And Jordan Wally saying, Eric Beatty, that's my bad, but I mean, I don't think anybody in the world thought that Colorado was going to be able to pull that one off, and maybe we were mesmerized a little bit by the effort of Patel and Rowdy Martin and company, and Encarnacion, who did great defensive work. But they giveth and they taketh away, and that's a blocking error. Untimely for Colorado. Trying to come back, couldn't have that. Instead of potentially being a 1 or 2 set point, was back to the Matadors, now up 19-15. Gaynor knows that's a missed opportunity for Colorado as he nods his head in agreement with referee Stephen Shepard. And that one is wide. Another attack error. As Noah Alessandro, 6'10" middle at a Reading, PA. And there you go. First time we've seen the opportunity for Matt Gaynor to swing uncontested.
Nice set from Rowdy Martin there from way off the net.
20-16 is the score here. Martin is capable of going on a bit of a service run. They need him now, otherwise the Matadors are going to pull closer to the finish line. Oh, Vasquez continues to show his arsenal. More ollie.
Vasquez giving the Kraken a little taste of their own medicine as Rowdy Martin watches that one fall right in front of him.
Yeah, Vasquez telling Rowdy Martin, anything you can do, I can do better. Does Colorado have an answer to that? And the joust is won by Thor. Jacob Vanderbeek. Never doubt the power of Thor, and the Matadors lead 22-16. And that's a perfect spot for Colorado, deposited in the back corner. If the back right corner is coffin corner, that is death's door right there. Lee's good pass. Oh, and Vanderbeek wanted that one badly, but he misfired. Wally, misconnection there. Wally ran down a very short serve, and Vasquez just couldn't find a hitter. Useful roll shot there for the Matadors as they pushed the lead to 23-19, 2 away from a 2-1 lead in this match. Jenkinson able to tool the block of Gabor and Beatty. So a side out for Colorado to stay alive here in this game. Collected by Encarnacion. Jenkinson, he splits the block. So 2 in a row for Liam Jenkinson. Timeout here on the court for the Matadors. We'll take a break and come back in just a minute for the conclusion of game number 3. So the Matadors see if they can prevent Colorado from drawing any closer. Still a 2-point lead for the Matadors, but the Kraken certainly showing their fight. Remember, Colorado, an expansion team this year, but not playing like it some days. Miscommunication there, but Eric Beatty ripped that one. Bunch of broken plays. Beatty again, all with authority. Eric Beatty is carrying the Matadors right now when they need him most.
That was a big swing down the line by Eric Beatty. A big celebration after that point.
And Ben Gabor will serve 3 set points for the home court team. Back set to Jenkinson. Wally goes to Beatty. That's a big-time block. Haskell and Jenkinson to keep Colorado in it. Set point number 2. Here's Liam Jenkinson. They go to Vanderbeek, and he shuts the door. And the Inland Empire Matadors lead 2 sets to 1. They take game 3, 25-22. 4th set coming up here in San Bernardino. Where else would you rather be on a Saturday night? Come back for more. Courtside here in San Bernardino, our Thor, Coach Matt Prosser. Maybe the coach of the year, unless, well, I mean.
There's still got a ways to go.
You've kind of turned things around for the OC Stunners. I
haven't done anything. It's all the players.
That's all that's typical coach talk there, giving credit to the players. And, if they ever do lose again, he'll take all accountability. It's the Bill Belichick way.
It's kind of what you got to do.
Well done, well done. Well, we know there's other coaches watching this match, and we also have Jonathan Dackelson right now on the sideline, having a word with his Colorado Kraken as. And this is do or die time right now. The Kraken still, even if a loss today, are very much in playoff consideration, but they have to play unbeaten New Jersey Freedom tomorrow. The Freedom are watching this match. Hi guys, how you doing? Back at the hotel here in San Bernardino. So that's a tall task indeed.
Yeah.
It'd be a taller task if they actually had all, Matt Seifert and Paul Bolanzik and some of their trees. But they still have, Big Joe Norman, so that helps. But tall task right here to try to win this set and give themselves a chance to win in 5. We're going to send it over to the sideline. Noah Chast is going to have a word with Jonathan Dackelson, head coach for Colorado. Looking at them right now. Noah, take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Ira. And Coach, you're now down 2-1 even after taking that first set. What has been done differently by the Matadors?
They're playing very aggressive for sure, and we need to match that energy, actually triple that energy. They're not doing anything spectacular. It's just the energy is really, really good, and we're not matching that. So I just had a chat with my team that they gotta get the energy up and stay with our play systems and our what we work on, and to take care of it. That's basically all we can do at the moment. Better choices.
How much do you think Higaldo's ankle is bothering him?
It's pretty bad. I mean, he's still mobile, but he's not at 100% swinging. So we have to get him off the court.
So who do you need to step up in order to get even and take this match?
All of them. At this point, I don't rely on one player. I never do. But all of them have to step up now.
Appreciate it. Best of luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.
That's Coach Talk. We heard it. Can't rely on one guy unless you're the Dallas Tornadoes. They got Felix Chapman. He really is 4 people. But Jonathan Dackelson, that's a big loss right there. If Hidalgo can't continue, number one, will he be ready to go tomorrow against New Jersey? And will Patel and company, speaking of Patel, as he lays out for that one, do enough offensively to stay in this match? Jacob Vanderbeek blasted down the line. Dirty, dirty deeds.
That was a big swing and transition by Vanderbeek. Only the first point of the game, though, so Matador sending some early statements, Ira.
They have played tremendously since the latter stages of game number 1. They trailed 16-11. Fought back and nearly tied it at the end of the first set, and since then, they've been a different team. They were led 16-10 at the technical timeout, game 2. And won 25-12 as they get aced here, though, by Colorado. And led 8-4 early in game 3 and pretty much were in control from there on out. 2-1 lead here, though, for Colorado, Rowdy Martin and company. Too long. Rowdy back set to Encarnacion, blocked back. Colorado covers. And then Gaynor getting involved now offensively. And Colorado, well, making an early bid to remain competitive here. A win of the set would force a 5th set. Gabor misfire there. Martin was ready for it. Patel swinging away. Belize a little bit behind Beatty, but he gets a chance to swing deep. That's going to come over on 1. Rosa had to play it. Patel again, long ride between these two teams. Beatty, oh, nearly decapitates Rosa off of the ceiling for the kill. And JJ Rosa bounces up like nothing ever happened.
That was going to be a really good dig. Unfortunately, it hit the one iron support beam and came down with a little bit more energy behind it. Patel not able to track it down and keep it in place, so point for the Matadors.
If you're curious, the Kraken have played, as that is just dumped. Don't give Eric Beatty free food. If you're curious, the Kraken have played 2 5-setters this year against these Stingers. Their first match in the NVA on April 8th, and their last time out May 30th against the Ramblers. They actually led that match 2-1, couldn't hold on. So the Kraken are 0-2 this year in 5-set affairs. The only win for the Matadors, how poetic is this, was in 5 against the Chicago Untouchables back on May 8th. Eric Beatty heating up, nearly amputating the right leg of Encarnacion.
When Beatty gets on the ball, he can take full advantage of it and really basically just hammer that ball really hard. He hits it really hard, Ira.
6'7" product of Huntington Beach, California. He continues to get better.
That was astute analysis there. Years of AVP experience to let you know that that guy hits it hard.
And the ollie doesn't work on that one from Vasquez as the setter dump just a little bit wide that time. Some technical difficulties here with Ira's headset all of a sudden. Sorry about that in case anyone got it at home. Kraken still with that 1-point lead. That set goes over the net, but Haskell's there. There's another dig, but out of play, so the Matadors get the side out. They tie it back up at 6 points apiece. Looks like we may have gotten Ira's headset back in order now, and he'll rejoin the broadcast. Hey, Ira, welcome back. Well, I was wrong. Technical problems persisting for Mr. Thor. Kraken going with that nice tip shot over the block and down. Patel serving now for the Kraken. He goes down the line, but just long. A little too much mustard on that one.
And I'm back. I don't know what quite happened there, but yeah, I'm back. So the headset difficulties have been resolved. Thanks for your patience. There's no Alessandro to serve. But he cannot handle that attack down the line. Haskell, good spot, catching the 6'10" middle. Really no man's land to try to pass that.
You know, earlier today, Haskell and Rowdy Gaines tried to take our jobs over. Ira, between matches, they came over, put the headsets on. They wanted to get a couple of reps here behind the camera. And basically, I told them to take a hike.
I mean, I could like to take Mother's Day off next year. I mean, they'd like to have one day. That way my wife doesn't divorce me.
Patel with a nice rundown from way off the court to save it.
Great defense, Colorado. Oh, big-time stuff, Rowdy Martin. And Gaynor shutting down the door for the Matadors. Huge block. They lead 9-7. And Colorado answering. And that's left short. Here's Vasquez, setter for the Matadors, to serve it away. At a Corozal, Puerto Rico. That clips off of the ceiling. Doesn't matter. Gaynor stays with it and flexes. The power of Gaynor.
Full Gaynor flex down right there after that unconventional side out.
Impressive, impressive stuff. He has been to the gym at least a handful of times. Back set to Jenkinson. That's going to come over off of the ductwork. And that is now an 11-8 lead, largest for Colorado since early in game number 1. The Matadors going to call a timeout. We'll take a break. Come back for more here at the Pierce Sports Center. Our equipment will work, we promise you. Back here courtside, Jordan Wally, and it's blocked back. Off the timeout, can the Matadors stop this momentary bleeding? Is it a flesh wound or is it more? Well, it's definitely more. That's a Jenkinson Gaynor special. Big block, Colorado, and the Matadors are being tamed. 12-8 now. Need to figure this out or we are going the distance. Oh. Reach out and stuff someone. Same tandem, back-to-back. Gaynor, Jenkinson. And the lead is 5. And Martin continues to serve. Well, the bleeding gets a tourniquet. Ben Gabor making the application. Brought back and then tipped over Encarnacion. No one on the sideline. Great defensive effort by the Matadors, but they can't capitalize. 14-9.
And both the Kraken and these Matadors clearly are playing better when they have a little bit of swagger behind them, and it seems to kind of be shifting the pendulum. And right now, it's on the Kraken side, and that's why you see their play really outshining the Matadors so far this set.
Encarnacion, oh, where did that come from? He's heating up as he has a vicious attack from the back row. 15-9. And that one dances off the tape, but no dance partner. So side out, 5-point deficit for Ben Gabor and company to see if they can figure this out. Still plenty of time to rally, but got to start here. And there is an answer. Noah with the stuff. Can't teach height. And Lissandro, well, he's got that. Martin had to run for that one. That's blocked back, but too long. And Patel able to collect the kill. Vanderbeek tooling the block, timely kill there as the Matadors within 4 now, 16-12. Here's Vanderbeek. And a tool here for Colorado as they side out 17-12. Vanderbeek, J.J. Rosa read that one. And sent over for Colorado. Eric Beatty getting a chance to swing away. Rosa was there, big time dig for him. And then blocked back by Alessandro. Here's Vanderbeek, that comes over on one. Oh, reach out and stuff someone. Rowdy Martin shutting down the 6'10" Noah Alessandro. Unreal, 6'2" against 6'10", no problem. And a timeout for the Matadors, who now face an uphill battle. 18-12, more to come here in San Bernardino. Back here courtside in Pierce Sports Center, the action continues, game 4. And we are potentially looking at a 5th set if this score holds up. And it'll be Liam Jenkinson. He is the team leader in kills for the Kraken with 7. That's notable because, well, Matadors have 2.
Oh.
Eric Beatty, who just picked up kill number 13, and Jacob Vanderbeek, who has 10 himself. Matadors have 7 more kills in this Kraken squad, but we're potentially looking at this one going the distance for the first time today. And there is a timely ace. Eric Beatty puts one in the back corner. Martin. That one dug back over. Another chance here for Colorado. Patel with the roll shot. Vanderbeek, and then Vasquez tips over. A bunch of broken plays. Jenkinson has to run that one down. So Valise here. Oh, rejection city for Colorado Kraken. Patel and Haskell. (19-14). Vanderbeek, that one will sail into Anaheim.
Kraken now just 5 points away, Ira, from taking the set and forcing the tiebreaker 5th set to 15 here.
Here's Encarnacion. He gets shut down. Are they saying a net violation on Noah Lissandro? And they are going to replay this one because Lissandro is adamant that he did not touch the net. So this
Very
one will be looked at. I think
here.
this will be our first challenge of the match.
Yeah, it will.
Well, it's good because, you know, Lloyd and our entire replay crew upstairs, they've had it easy today. We got to make them earn their money.
Yeah, you know, put them to work. That's what they're here to do. And, they got to get the call right here, especially given the scoreboard and what's on the line here. Kraken trying to force that 5th set like we just talked about.
Well, we're going to take a look at the replay here. Watching this live as the replay booth does. Good angle here. Is there a net on the way down? Well, the call was on Lissandro. He is on the left of the two-man block with Vazquez. I don't see any evidence of a net violation there, but yeah, officials said he got it. I didn't see that, Matt.
I didn't see it either. It must have been one of those tricky ones that we got caught with during our match. Not enough evidence to overrule.
I don't know. I saw pretty much evidence there that there was no net violation, at least from that angle that we saw, unless there just wasn't enough of another angle to look at. Oh, they're saying it was Vazquez. So it's interesting. It was originally called against Noah Lissandro, the middle, and upon replay, there was an error, but it wasn't on Lissandro. It was against somebody else. So I guess sometimes when they look at the evidence, the original guilty party is cleared, but somebody else is implicated. Rowdy Martin loves to swing, and he gets the outcome, 22-15. We had a service substitution there as Diego Bustos, number 6, who came on for the first time today. And he'll quickly depart. Free ball opportunity, and Martin with the attack here, he caught the net.
Yeah, the follow through that time. Rowdy Martin got the net right in front of us. We got a perfect view of it.
22-16. Might be too little too late here for the Matadors, but they gotta get some momentum back on their side as we potentially head to a 5th set. That's blocked back. Patel got a hand on it. Belize lays out for the Matadors, and Jacob Vanderbeek with the kill roll. Encarnacion with the pass. They go back to him in his debut here for the Kraken. Feeding Jacob Vanderbeek, coming this way, saved by Thor again. That was a fair catch, by the way, so I couldn't return it. I'm gonna hold on to this one for a souvenir. So Vazquez will serve, a kill by Vanderbeek. Now it's a 4-point set.
Ira, any more touches, you'll be our man of the match.
I have to at least match Nick England. Over on 1. Martin looking for Gainer, I should say. Vanderbeek again, that's 3 in a row for the Matadors, who are heating up just in the nick of time. And Jenkinson and company of the Kraken are gonna call time out. Well, we're gonna keep it here. We understand that we have video evidence of the New Jersey Freedom watching this match back at the hotel, as that will be our match tomorrow. There you see it live on the screen. That is the mugshot, by the way, of Coach Carlo Edra, head coach of the unbeaten New Jersey Freedom. 5 members in one hotel room, left to right there. Hey, there's your buddy there. Who do you?
There he is.
It's Jake Malonze.
Way to pay attention. Do your homework.
I mean, there's, Joe Norman. I'm surprised he even can fit on a bed. I mean, he's 6'10". He can barely fit on an airplane. 2 fingers in the air there for Matt Buffum Stuffum. Tom Burrell and reliable setter Matt Elias. John Cunningham nowhere to be found as
Slacker.
Team Freedom is preparing for this match. Will it be the Kraken coming off a 3-match losing streak, or will they win this 1 in 5? They get a timely timeout and a side out on a kill here for Encarnacion. 23-19 now. And a big block gets Colorado closer, 24-19. And set point coming up here. They got 5 to work with if you're the Colorado Kraken. Martin lays out for that one, and Encarnacion tries to finish it. Jordan Wally. And that was a bit of a broken play. Ultimately, Ben Gabor stayed with it and got the kill. Side out, Jordan Wally to serve. Set point number 2 for Colorado. They'll have to wait a moment. No, they're saying that was picked up. So Beatty will swing again. He wants it one more time. Patel laying out to finish it. Not here, but. They're saying that the Matadors were into the net. Nothing to lose here. You can't take your timeouts with you to the 5th set. So, the Matadors and Coach Natasha Mills-Knowles will challenge. That's what we're challenging, whether there was actually, I take it back, not whether there was a net violation, but whether that ball hit the floor or whether there was indeed a kick save, Matt.
Yeah, they're challenging that the ball made contact with the floor midway through that rally when Rowdy Gaines did a bit of an ice hockey kick save, goalie stop. Very athletic play, but that's what the challenge is. It'll be very tricky to see if they have evidence to overturn it. There was a net violation called on that last attack that did go out of bounds. Net violation against the Matadors, giving the Kraken their 25th point. But if they do overturn this one, then it'll be 21-24, I believe.
We're looking at the replay here. Trying to find the right angle. It was Rowdy Martin. Gotta give Rowdy some props here. It's very flexible. I would certainly be in the hospital with a torn quad.
That's as clean as a foot dig as it gets.
And the point to the Kraken. They take the set. And we are going the distance. 25-20 Colorado victorious. Game number 5 for the first time this weekend. Why not to close out day 2? More to come. Coin toss coming here between Rosa and Beatty, but we'll have live action when we return. Well, this one will go the distance. The Matadors 1-0 in 5 sets this year. The Kraken 0-2. They are looking to snap a 2-match losing streak. They did not win during the Memorial Day event. Their last victory came on May 8th when they swept Southern Exposure 3-0. In fact, they had won 2 straight matches in sweeps. The Matadors' only win this year, as they come in 3rd place in the American Coastal, came in 5 sets against the Chicago Untouchables, also on May 8th, winning that 5th set 15-10. More weapons have been on the Matador side of the court. 16 kills for Beatty, who's got a +12 in this match. 15 kills for Jacob Vanderbeek. Nobody in double figures for the Kraken. But Matt, you had a number that certainly popped off the page, and it wasn't pretty. That was the hitting percentages for both of these teams.
Yeah, you're right, Ira. Definitely 36% hitting percentage for both of these teams is a little bit low, but just shows that they're really battling it out here. Is Rowdy Martin with a nice dig to save that one, but there's a blast into the net. And a point for the Matadors.
Rowdy really went all the way from the back line, laid out, and kept that alive, but his hit around Encarnacion just couldn't get it done, and the first point goes to the Matadors, and here will be the setter, Victor Vasquez. Christian Encarnacion hitting 27%, 7 kills, but now 6 attack errors. 6 unforced attack errors. Jenkinson, who has been the leader for the Kraken, he's +9 in this one. And that one will snake its way through. 2-0 Matadors. Too long. Matadors will play the final match tomorrow when they take on the LA Blaze at 6 p.m. Ben Gabor punishes it. 3-1 Inland Empire.
Ben Gabor hammered that ball.
That's
seeing him hit a ball that hard all season.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the most he's been involved offensively. Doesn't truly get set very often, though, to be fair. They push it to Patel down the line, and that will connect. So a side out makes it 3-2. The 6 p.m. match tomorrow will be the final one of this 12-match weekend. And it'll be our 48th match of the 2022 regular season.
Good math, Ira.
You know, I did get a 720 on the SATs, the math portion. Not really used very much in real life, though.
I was going to say that was almost as much as my total combined score on my SATs.
Yeah, but no, you got this athletic scholarship. I had to convince the admissions people that I was worthy of actually attending. And then I would pay my bills on time. Patel, that one is left short, so he can't come through 2 in a row.
A rough start right now for the Kraken here in set 5.
5-2. Matadors trying to stay alive. When you look at the division, the American Coastal, the Ramblers, they've clinched things. They're 7-1. Exposure 2-5. The Matadors win this, they would be 2-5. It's coming our way. Great job by Eric Beatty to stay with it. And Wally able to swing a ray. Rosa swung to keep it alive. Beatty again ricochets off the ceiling. That helps because it slows the ball down. The tip by Jenkinson, though, will end a long sequence. Gotta appreciate the will of the Matadors not willing to give up a point.
Yeah, good rundown, good effort from the Matadors for sure.
And of course, the Kraken tomorrow, they'll play the noon matchup against the unbeaten New Jersey Freedom, so it doesn't get easier. And Eric Beatty delivers yet again. Kill number 18 for him. And Jacob Vanderbeek, 6'3". And can the Matadors build upon what they have going here in the 5th set? That pass is well off. Martin had to run it down. Patel swinging away. Matadors looking to counter. Eric Beatty tooling the block. Well, they have found somebody other than Jacob Vanderbeek that they can rely on consistently.
Yeah.
And if they're going to be a factor in the final stages of the regular season, Eric Beatty's got to be that guy.
Yeah, definitely. He's done a great job producing some points for the Matadors. And like I said earlier, he hits the ball really hard, so that's a good start.
Oh, that one is well off the mark. Lucky to have gotten a clean attack, but it doesn't matter. Eric Beatty right now is playing at a different level, and he is carrying the Matadors here in this 5th set. 8-3, we will change sides. And the Kraken in danger of falling to 0-3 on the year when we go the distance. They do all the work to get there, just like the Chicago Untouchables, and just can't find solutions. And I use that untouchable reference because you do get a point. If you go to a 5th set and you lose, you do get a point towards the FIVB scoring scale that we use here in the NVA, which mirrors what you have in Europe.
Right.
But Chicago Untouchables, they have gone to 5 this year for 3 different times as well, and they've lost all 3, including once against the Matadors. As he seems to talk it over for a moment before retaking the court. So the Matadors looking to close off what they started here. Had a chance to win this in 4, but Colorado got hot late. And now it's been a turn of the tables for a team that practices right here. This is their home court facility. The Inland Empire, formerly known as Ontario Matadors, off of the top of the tape. Good job by Colorado to pull that off. Oh, and a misfire by Vasquez. Trying to catch Colorado napping. No dividends. So they will hand it here to Rahul Patel. Vanderbeek, big swing that can't be saved by Rosa. And Vanderbeek, kill number 16, 9-4. Off the shoulder of Vanderbeek, and Beatty can't run it down, so Patel gets the side out for Colorado to stay relevant in this match.
Yeah, big swing out of the back row from Patel, too.
So they see Dylan Haskell return here, see if he can get the Kraken going before this gets too little too late. Over on 1 off the dig from Patel. Vasquez goes to Wally. He was aiming for the high hands, but it looked like Martin pulled him back at the late stages of that attack.
Yeah, but the touch is confirmed off that block as Wally scores the point for the Matadors.
He did touch it. Now, I am fooled by that one, Matt. I thought that Colorado had pulled the hands back to avoid the touch. So we will see a substitution. And this will result in Diego Bustos re-emerging. He will serve here for Noah Alessandro. Bustos, 6'2", out of San Diego, California. And he leaves it short. Ten to 6. Colorado not done just yet, but they need to start stringing points together if they hope to rally. Off the tape. Vanderbeek swinging away. That's one for Colorado. Matadors think Colorado was into the net. If they challenge us and they're wrong, they will have no more to work with. Remember, you get one challenge in the 5th set. You win it. Obviously, you get another. You lose it, and, well, that's all she wrote. Yeah, looks like that is officially a challenge here, as the Matadors were pretty adamant about that on the court, that the Kraken had contacted the net. So we have our stealth reporter, Noah Chast, looking at this replay, and we will bring that up on the program in just a moment ourselves once we have a reliable play to look at. There we go. We'll take a look at this in real time. The net does move. Is it the ball? Is it a human being? And they're saying that no, that was not anything but the ball, so the play is confirmed, and the side out makes it 10-7.
And I saw what you saw, a lot of shaking of the net, but I didn't see anyone's arm or hand contact it, so it must have been all ball, and that's what they saw as well.
Gotta have give yourself a chance. That's why you have the challenges. Becomes an extended timeout, if anything. J.J. Rosa brings that one back. They go to Wally, the roll shot, and he's able to get the point. Hard earned there. Rowdy Martin can't believe it as he's face down on the hardwood here at the Pure Sports Center. 11-7 Matadors. 4 away from win number 2. And a return here is Jenkinson able to tool the block. So side out, down 3. Christian Encarnacion to serve. The end of a long day of volleyball. We have been in this facility for 12 and a half, almost 13 hours. Wally, Encarnacion there for the dig. They go to Beatty from the back row, and this time he can't connect. And now the Matadors going to call a timeout, only up 2. We'll take one as well, come back for the conclusion of game number 5 here at the Pure Sports Center. Back here, Ben Gabor, very much back. When you get him involved, that's what can come, as he just destroys that one and gave the Matadors a 12-9 side out. Jordan Wally will serve, trying to draw his team closer to the end. That is well off the mark. Martin had to run that one down. Blocked back by Gabor and friends. Oh, reach out and stuff someone! Eric Beatty! Timely rejection. And that's what you get with a Stanford education. You become a problem solver. That one will find its way through. So Jenkinson keeping his team mathematically alive in this one. Side out. Haven't seen Kyle Schwetz in a bit. He is in. He will serve here for Colorado. Needs a score now. They go to Vanderbeek. Oh, so crafty. And Jacob Vanderbeek, kill number 17. And the Inland Empire Matadors will have 4 match points in their pocket. Ben Gabor will look to end it. Oh my, Dylan Haskell making Vasquez question his life decisions.
Still match point though for the Matadors, just one side of the way now from getting the victory.
Point number 2, Jenkinson will serve. Vasquez looks at his option, goes to Eric Beatty. He left it short. And now they've cut the deficit in half, 14-12. Matadors still have a timeout in their pocket should they choose to try to ice Colorado anymore. Match point number 3. Good pass by Beatty. Oh, and a misfire on a slick ball. And 3 match points have been shaved off. And this now gets interesting. The Matadors use their final timeout. And if you could see my partner's face right now,
well,
what are you thinking, Matt?
I'm just disappointed at the Matadors for missing their first 2 match point opportunities. The first one literally was the easiest serve I've seen all night from the Kraken. Eric Beatty passes it perfectly, but the set is too low and inside and he blasts it in the net. Next exact play happens, the ball slips through the setter's hands. You got to take care of it every single time. You have one opportunity, the first one, and you missed it, and now you gave a point back, and it's 14-13.
If the Matadors let this slip away, they will rue this day.
You can't give points away. You have to execute, especially now. You're at match point. You've got to take care of it the first time.
This is the 4th chance. Will this be the charm? Jenkinson serving to stay alive. They go to Vanderbeek, and Thor ends it. Put a lid on it. Olé, olé, the Matadors win today as we go the distance, 15-13. The Inland Empire Matadors survive it, and they're still alive in the postseason chase. So are the Colorado Kraken. Both teams 2-5 on the 2022 campaign. A decisive 5th set for a while, and then Colorado made it way more interesting than it needed to be. But at the end of the day, well, it doesn't really matter how you win. It's the fact that they did.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, congratulations to the Matadors for pulling out that victory. Credit to Kraken for a hard-fought match, but nearly stealing it there at the end. And what a nightcap to the day here of day number 2, Ira.
You got to admire the heart of the Colorado Kraken. They never quit, ever, ever, ever. And I really appreciate that from a expansion franchise that, let's face it, they had limited expectations. I think most other franchises really weren't picturing them as a playoff contender in year 1. You're not really supposed to be in year 1.
Right.
They're very much still part of this, but as we look at the updated standings here, the Stingers still 4-3. They lead the American Central. The Dallas Tornadoes are 3-4. The Kraken 2-5. Oh, thank you for the stats there.
Thank you.
Kenzie, appreciate that. But the rest of the American, it's the Ramblers at 7-1. The Exposure 2-5. The Matadors down 2-5, and the Kraken at 2-5. One of those three will make the postseason. Now, what makes this even better is, well, you play in your division the final weekend of the year, so we will be playing meaningful volleyball down to the very bitter end.
Yep, that's good stuff to see.
Well, Eric Beatty had a just remarkable effort today. 20 kills, 49 swings, only had 5 attack errors the whole day. He was Mr. Reliable. He is our man of the match, and he stands by with Noah Chast for our post-game interview.
Thank you, Ira. And Eric Beatty, Ira just said in my headset that you had 20 kills, only 5 attack errors, kind of led the way for your squad, pulled it out in a close 1 in 5. I mean, just how are you feeling right now?
Fantastic. I mean, that was a grind of a match. We really came out there in the first set, a little slow. Second and third, we really established how good of a blocking team we are. I mean, I think they maybe gotten 1 kill without us touching on our block. So we were sealing the seams, blocking sharp angle, blocking line, really doing the most. And I mean, it just shows how gritty this team is. No matter if we're up, we're down, we're playing with the same amount of energy, same amount of intensity, and it's really fun to pull one out like this.
Volleyball is a game of runs, and there certainly was long, emphatic runs by both squads. Kraken had the way in the 4th set. You came back in the 5th strong. How were you able to kind of come back that way?
I mean, we kind of just flashed back to what happened in the 3rd, and Jordan got a good, 7-8 serve streak. I think Noah had the same thing. And they got a couple on us in the 4th set. We recognize that. They're doing well offensively. But the motto was just coming out in that 5th set, because we challenged, I think, on 24 points on the 4th set. We lost the challenge, lost the set. And I just told the guys, no matter what, we're coming out strong. We're coming out the 2-3-point run to start that match, and we hold it the entire time, which is what we did. And it gave us that little buffer at the end that we needed, but gave us just enough to pull through. So that was awesome.
Getting another win, keeping playoff chances alive. How good does that feel?
Fantastic. I mean, I entered this team a little bit late. Some of these guys, we haven't been as cohesive as maybe there for all the events, all the practices that we could. But just to show, we got this core group that is really, really trying hard, trying to make a name for ourselves. So to still be in the running for playoffs, I'm just ecstatic. I can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. And those are our rivals right there. Those are the guys that we practice with every single week. So it's going to be a really fun match.
Congratulations on the 5-set thrilling win. Eric Beatty, our man of the match. Matt and Ira, close us out for the night.
Thanks, Noah, and thanks, Eric. A tremendous effort. 20 kills for him today, a plus 15 rate. Just a tremendous all-around effort. They got 19 kills, a plus 8 rate from Jacob Vanderbeek. So the two of them combined for 39. The Kraken had 49 as a team, so it just shows how consistent they were all night. Yep. Vanderbeek had a few more attack errors, but, I mean, by and large, both of them were extremely reliable tonight. And if the Matadors are able to continue to kind of gel with this group that they have right now, I think they very much could be a factor in these final 3 regular season matches, as the Kraken tomorrow will also be in action as they look to change their fortune. But the Matadors are 2-5. They snap a 2-game losing streak. The Kraken have now lost 3 in a row after a 2-2 start in their first year in the NVA. And the Matadors tomorrow will take on the LA Blaze, our final match of the weekend. And then they will be in division against the Ramblers. And then Southern Exposure, that could be the match to determine everything at the end to close out the regular season for that squad. Meanwhile, the Kraken again tomorrow, they have the tough task of taking on the unbeaten New Jersey Freedom. Still have to play the Stingers and the Tornadoes to close out the 2022 campaign. Your final thoughts on what you saw today, a tough win here for the Matadors?
Well, like Eric Beatty said, a very gritty win by the Matadors, and that's a good statement victory for them. They've been a little up and down throughout the season, and you got to give credit to the Kraken as well. They really fought hard throughout an entire match, and 15-13 in set 5 really could go either way, and I think Matadors just came out a little stronger to start set 5, and that's what kind of built up that advantage that they were able to carry through.
Well, we got one more day of action. That's tomorrow. It'll be Father's Day 2022. Let's tell you what's in store for you on June 19th. We start at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern time, as Southern Exposure take on the Utah Stingers. Our 12 noon matchup will be the unbeaten New Jersey Freedom, 7-0, against this same Colorado Kraken squad. They come in now at 2-5. 3 p.m. matchup will be the Texas Tyrants. They've only tasted defeat once this year. Seattle Sasquatch will be their opponent. They've only tasted victory once as an expansion franchise. And then, as mentioned, final match of the weekend, match 48 on the season, the LA Blaze and the Inland Empire Matadors. The Matadors pull that one off, and then they are truly in control of their own destiny. That'll do it here on day 2 of the weekend here at the Pierce Sports Center in San Bernardino, California. For our entire crew and our entire broadcast team, Nick England, Noah Chass, my partner, the coach, Matt Prosser, I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for joining us on June 18th. A lot of great volleyball we got to bring you today. 4 more matches in store tomorrow. And until we talk to you then, be well, everybody.